We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Boston Red Sox and the Texas Rangers. Both Sox are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Jordan Lyles, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter Jackie Bradley Jr. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Odor is there. And there are two away now. Next up for the Red Sox, David Ortiz. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Line hard to the left side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gallo is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. Three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Andres is retired, and there's one away. Stepping up to the plate, Nick Solak, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and two strikes now.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Ready now, J.D. Martinez.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded weakly toward third. Barehanded. He's up with it. The throw in time. So one away here with the bases empty. And that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Digging in, Xander Bogaerts. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And he fouls this one off. windup and the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
This offense just doesn't look like they came to play today. Ugly swing after ugly swing. Just needs to be a better approach across the board.
Frazier's up with it. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. Down in. Here's Joey Gallo now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Sale has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
First baseman, Ronald.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 2-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
A bouncer to the left side. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
The third baseman.
He's ready now to pitch. Todd Frazier is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called, who was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Leave 1. We'll move to the third with no score.
Moving off the ball. The second baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Pedroia.
And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Strike called. Now the throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
The 1-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase, but he can't get to it, and that'll score the runner from second as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
The catcher,
and the runner's breaking for third, and here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts. First pitch on its way. Pitch outside, the throw not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
A ball and a strike. Betts is really a rare talent in this sport, a true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really loud contact by Mookie and a ball carrying well to left field, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
The center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
So here now is Jackie Bradley as he rips it on the ground to second. Odor has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
first baseman, number 30.
Riding in once again, David Ortiz. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. Left fielder looking up. To the track, to the wall, and it's gone as they add still another.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Line drive to center field. Santana is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Striding in, Robinson Chirinos. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-2 to the Rangers catcher. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Now at the plate, Rougned Odor, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And this is low, ball 1. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Rougned Odor becomes the second out in the bottom of the third. Hit the other way out toward right field. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Now back, second baseman,
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with the fight.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Colby Allard answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. First delivery to him on the way. This is pulled into right. Solak is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So with his day fully over now, you get a look at the pitching line for the Rangers starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs.
1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. So stepping in, Nick Solak. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
1-2 now. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And into bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the run is Benintendi. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. 50th pitch of the game on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Weakly hit to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Ready for another chance? Jackie Bradley Jr. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead swells to 7-0.
The first baseman.
At the plate, David Ortiz. As he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. At the plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now this is the way you want to start off a series. We haven't even hit the weekend yet, and he's on the board again, this time with a double. This is going to be a good 4-game set for him if he can keep this up.
And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal third right there, and I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
Gallo will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. It's Jackie Bradley Jr. Digging in, Danny Santana. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Bradley, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Ronald Guzman. Fouled off. On the year, Guzman is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch.
The third baseman.
This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He will not. This ball gets down to break the string. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
He had just retired 9 straight batters right there. He hadn't been in this stretch in a long time. Let's see if the offense can break through.
Standing in now, Robinson Chirinos. Hit back up the middle. Bogarts to his left. He's there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is in now, Xander Bogarts. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Chirinos shading to his right. 1 away. Settling in now, Dustin Pedroia. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Andrus fields it cleanly. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. Hard on the ground toward short, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
Zero, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season.
And he's into second safely with the stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to 1 left for the Red Sox. But they're still in control, 7-0. Here's Rougned Odor now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments. His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Elvis Andrus is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Andrus in an 0-2 hole here. Hit to first. Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 15.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nick Solak is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Now batting, Mookie Betts. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Loud contact by Mookie and a ball carrying well to left field. Gallo is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
The batter, the center fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Jackie Bradley Jr. He went deep last time up. Ball grounded toward Odor at second. Reined in on to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 30.
Now at the plate, David Ortiz. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. Striding forward now is the DH, Willie Calhoun. And he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And it's fouled away. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Now at the plate, Danny Santana. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in the count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup. Yeah, that hard hit single right there, that's clean. 3 for 4, he's looking locked in.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. Rafael Devers the next to bat. Strike taken, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Runner breaks for third. In there, now the throw. And he's safe.
You know, catchers don't work on throwing to third quite as much as they do to second. And I'm sure he's not too happy with himself about that one. A good throw might have got him, but that one just sailed on him a bit.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he's out on the tag. But a run is in to score away from the play. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The batter number 2.
Ready once again, Dustin Pedroia. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Liner in there for a base hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
And the runner will get back standing. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And they won't get him. It's a stolen base for Pedroia. Swing hard liner to left center. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Benintendi at second with 2 down. And now the runner's trying for third. That's a strike to throw down. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Solak grabs it to retire the side. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Digging in now, Ronald Guzman. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2.
No, that's down.
Here's Bogaerts, the young shortstop. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Third baseman, Frazier.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Now batting.
Really good
The
late
catcher,
bite on that slider right there.
Robinson.
The best ones have that
Here he
late
goes.
action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their third hit of the game, but it's a good one.
No balls and a strike to count. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 pitch. Misses. Ball 2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Fouled away. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's Mookie Betts. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Gone to lead off the inning.
And with one swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
He went deep back in the 5th. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Racing back the center fielder. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
D-Roll, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it. And this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
So here's the cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. He singled his last time up. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone and foul, though it had the home run distance. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here now is Rafael Devers, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Runner goes for third. Strike taken. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, but quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
The batter, number 50.
Now in the box, Dustin Pedroia. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch on its way. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ripped down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Here's Elvis Andrus now. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. 2 balls and a strike to the Rangers leadoff hitter. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
No balls and 1 strike. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Nick Solak goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Good breaking.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. The Red Sox blasted 5 home runs en route to victory.